in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1, I explained that it says, now mental faith, or it explains that now mental faith in Elohim is the substance of things being mentally expected, hoped for, or expected of Elohim. Praise Elohim. I want to continue on to explain again verse 17. By faith, let me get this point first. Why is the scripture explaining faith? The reason being is that you learn how to control your faith. When I explained saying now mental faith in Elohim, it's the substance of things being mentally hoped for or expected of Elohim. The scripture is explaining faith for the purpose of teaching you how to control your psyche, your mind. Because see, the devil will tell you, you can't have faith in Elohim. See, he tricked Eve by not knowing what faith was. He was able to come to Eve and say, if God said you should not eat of every tree of the garden, the intent was to turn her heart away from her faith in Elohim. She just believed whatever Elohim said, and the serpent, Satan knew that in the serpent. She said, God said you should not eat of every tree of the garden. She said, we can eat of every tree of the garden, but we should not eat of the tree of the midst of the garden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, etc. He said, all else you should not touch unless you die. She said, that what the Elohim said was the fact. Satan and the serpent knew that was Eve's mind, but she didn't know what faith was. She didn't know how to keep and maintain control of what she had, not knowing what it was. He said to her, you shall not surely die. God know you be wise like God. Like, in other words, he telling her God lied to her to tear her faith down. See, when you know what faith is, then you can see your faith in someone, faith in Elohim, is something that you have to defend. You can control it. You realize you control the devil. You can't control it to have faith in Elohim. Because nobody can just have faith in Elohim by looking at Elohim. And that's the source of where we maintain faith in Elohim, is looking at Elohim. I wanted to read here from chapter 17. It says, see, in some cultures, they don't understand and don't have the knowledge, but other cultures, by experience, have learned. And Israel and his culture have been exposed to Elohim greatly of their ancestors, and documentation of those ancestral exposure and interacting with Elohim. So this gives an inheritance where other cultures have difficulty understanding, other nations have difficulty understanding what Israel have been learned or passed on from this cultural learning, been in this association and contact and interacting with Elohim. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 17, by faith Abraham, when he was tried to offer up Isaac, he offered up Isaac, went to kill, slay him, and he that had received the promise offered up his only begotten son. You know, Abraham was faithful in attempting to go slay Isaac, like Elohim said, because he figured that Elohim would raise him up from the dead. It's because he received him from the dead. He received him from the dead in a figure anyway. And received him from him and Sarah's dead body when Elohim had come to him. Praise Elohim. I just wanted to just put a little bit of that in there. This is so important. You know how Elohim dealt with Abraham and the supernatural love.
Yes.
If he lets you wait, it's just for a reason. You appreciate his faithfulness more, and then he do something supernatural to show my powers go. He show you power to deliver you because he wants you to have faith in that he's more powerful than what you realize. Glory be to Elohim. And building your faith the greater in him when you realize, but you got to take into consideration Elohim love and his power.